My guest this morning is someone who has a deep passion for art. Her name is Nothando, and we're just going to have a little chat with her about her art, about who she is, and about how she got to where she is. Good morning, Nothando. How are you?
Morning. How are you, Candice?
Good. I was going through your profile, and it says resident artist at the National Art Gallery.
Okay.
What does that mean? You live there. You're
Okay.
Explain it before I continue saying crazy things.
Okay, I've been a resident artist at the National Gallery of Zimbabwe in 2021, and whereby I was working there doing my art pieces, because I've been a student there since from 2018. Then I finished my studies in 2020. Then I was awarded an artist residency to proceed again, experimenting with different types of materials and exhibiting and doing tour guides there. So it was more of like an internship, but in a different way, whereby you be doing your art pieces, selling, meeting new people.
Right. Oh, that's an interesting concept. So when you do they help you with material for the pieces that you need to create, or is that part of why you're working? Like, how does that work?
Yes, they do offer you like the space for creating your art pieces and information, sometimes for research, and also materials. Yeah, they do offer that.
Oh wow, that's really. See, I had to ask because I was like,
Okay.
resident artist.
Artist.
Do you live in there and like right? Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Have you always had a love for art? Were you always that child who would draw on the walls and on things you weren't supposed to be drawing?
Yes, I believe that I had a passion of art since primary level. I used to cut out magazine pictures, and then I would do collage.
Right.
Placing different pictures, or sometimes I would remove the face of the person or put another face to see how does it look like.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were trying to Photoshop before Photoshop existed.
Exactly, in a manual way.
All right.
Then I would participate in different art competitions at school, at church. So yeah, I believe the passion.
What was it about art that you related to, that spoke to you?
To me, I believe art is everything, one thing. And one thing that spoke to me is just nature. Nature and us is people, how we move around the areas and how we talk. I think that's the only thing that moved me to believe that so we are part of art. Though we are told that we are created in His image, we are created with mud. So to me, I believe that art started way back, and I believe that it made me to believe I need to do this. I don't need just to stick, because it's really wide and broad.
What are some of your favorite materials to work with?
First material is me. It's myself. Yeah, exactly. It's me.
Yeah.
And I use different tools like house tools. I use food that we eat in our houses. Sometimes I use books. Sometimes I use women clothes, mostly my wardrobe, my family wardrobe, or sometimes I even use nature or leaves, or so to me I use everything. I don't have a specific material that I stick to.
You know, I like that you're not stuck in one frame. You are constantly looking at what can I use, what can I utilize that's around me, and a lot of people. I don't know if it's how we see things or how we think about things, but you've mentioned, for example, using food. To me, food is food. It must go in my belly. Like, I'm not thinking of creating anything out of it. So if I give you a plate, you're busy imagining what you can do with it
Exactly.
Don't hand.
Yeah, true. Like, for example, a piece that I did in 2020 called Shokuja. I was inspired by Chiwanga, plants that we mostly cook in the houses.
Yeah.
Like, this is a good material that I can use in part of my props or part of my photography images.
Wow.
Then I decided to use the maize in different concepts of my images. At first, I just took it and as it is without being experimented on it. And the second time when I used it again, I used it in a different way. I sprayed it with gold to value it, to show that we are what we eat. And a lot of people can say, I don't like SADS, I don't. But it has a deep meaning into it. There's a deep meaning, like looking back, history. A lot of people would gather because of food. Like, to me, I believe that food, it is a more storyline that we as Africans or we as Zimbabweans, we need to understand and love.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You see, and I had never looked at it like that. So thank you for opening my eyes to that. You see, now I'm one of those who's going to be looking at my plate and thinking, but you have a story to tell. Notando, thank you so much for joining us. If we want to just, look at your art or even purchase a few pieces, where do we find you?
Okay, you can find my art pieces on Instagram, it's Naughty Chiwanga. Then on Facebook, it's Notando Chiwas. Then I have a YouTube channel called Notando Chiwanga. Then my phone number, if people want it, is 0774 219 462. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we do wish you all the best.
Thank you.
When the next time you create food art, just think of me and send it to me, please.
I will.